Hello and welcome you all. In the last 3 videos we have completed up to question number 70. So in this video we will start from question number 71. Number 71. A particle is moving in a plane. Its velocity v is given by velocity in plane polar coordinate, that is in r and theta, and we know velocity is given by r dot r cap plus r theta dot theta cap. So your correct option is option B. Similarly, acceleration in plane polar coordinate is given by r double dot minus r theta dot square r cap plus 2 r dot theta dot plus r theta double dot theta cap. Question number 72. Which one have the highest relative strength? देखो ये जो ऑप्शन गिवन है ना, एक बार चेक करो. ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स, वीक फोर्स, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स. These are known as four fundamental forces. And we know that among these four forces, strong force is the strongest force. Strong force is the strongest force. So correct option is option D. For strong force you can take example of nuclear force. Now after strong force, electromagnetic force has more strength. Electromagnetic force has more strength than weak force and then gravitational force. So strong force has the highest strength. Question number 73. Shape of the orbit is parabola when the total energy is. देखो ये क्वेश्चन सेंट्रल फोर्स मोशन से आया है एंड वी नो for the orbit to be parabola, total energy should be equal to 0. So your correct option is option B. तो जैसे कि देखो बाकी सारे ऑप्शन की भी जो है ना, E ग्रेटर देन 0, E लेस देन 0, उसके लिए भी याद रख लो. जैसे कि फॉर E ग्रेटर देन 0 ऑर्बिट विल बी हाइपरबोला. फॉर E लेस देन 0 ऑर्बिट विल बी elliptical. And for a specific value, negative specific value, minus mc square by 2 j square, where j is the angular momentum, the orbit will be circular. C is constant. Question number 74. The time period of a geostationary satellite is. We know that the period of revolution of geostationary satellite is equal to the period of rotation of Earth. That is, its time period is equal to 24 hours. So correct option is option C. Question number 75. The path of an alpha particle in Rutherford scattering is always. Path of an alpha particle in Rutherford scattering is hyperbola. So correct option is option A. Question number 76. A lightly damped harmonic oscillator with natural frequency omega naught is driven by a periodic force of frequency omega. The amplitude of oscillation is maximum when. देखना ये क्वेश्चन CUCET 2020 में आया हुआ है. तो देखो जैसे कि हमें पता है the maximum amplitude results when the frequency of the driving force equals to the natural frequency of system, that is omega equal to omega naught. So your correct option is option C. Question number 77. The magnetic field associated with the electric field vector is given by. electric field is given, we have to find magnetic field. And in electromagnetic wave, we know that magnetic field is given by k cap cross electric vector by c. C is the speed of light, and this k cap represents unit vector along the direction of propagation. Along the direction of propagation. Now, in the given electric field, propagation vector k vector is k z cap, so its magnitude is k and unit vector is z cap. Now, magnetic field B equals to z cap cross electric field vector, that is j cap E naught sin kz minus omega t by c, and z cap cross j cap minus I cap E naught by c sin kz minus omega t. So your correct option is option A. Similarly, you should remember that if magnetic field is given in the question, how to calculate electric field. In this case, electric field is given by magnetic field vector B cross k cap to c. C is the velocity of light. Question number 78. The capacitance of two concentric spherical metal cells with radii A and B is. Capacitance for two spherical cells, and it is given by C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB divided by B minus A. Okay, so your correct option is option A. Similarly, ये देखो स्फेरिकल सेल्स के लिए आया है ना, तो कभी कभी कॉन्सेंट्रिक सिलेंड्रिकल सेल्स के लिए भी पूछता है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 79. The electric potential of a dipole at a large distance r goes like. Potential due to dipole at large distance varies as 1 by r square. So correct option is option B. Similarly, याद रखना, electric field due to dipole at large distance varies as 1 by r cube. Question number 80. Magnetic field at a distance s due to a long straight wire carrying current I is. Magnetic field at a distance s ड्यू टू ए लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट वायर. तो देखो जैसे कि ये लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट वायर गिवन है, तो ये जो पॉइंट है ना, इसको हम क्या कंसिडर कर सकते हैं कि मिड पॉइंट. सो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट द मिड पॉइंट ऑफ ए लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट वायर इज गिवन बाय म्यू नॉट आई बाई 2 पाई एस फाई कैप. सिमिलरली देखो, अगर एंड पॉइंट में पूछा ना क्वेश्चन में, तो एट एंड पॉइंट magnetic field at end point for a long straight current conducting wire will be mu naught I by 4 pi s phi cap. देखो ये s क्या है? Distance from the wire. So for the given question, your correct option is option A. Question number 81. The electric potential of some configuration is given by expression. Where A and lambda are constants, the electric field would be. Potential is given, we have to find the electric field, and we know electric field can be expressed as minus grad V. Here in this given potential is a function of R only. So write gradient in R term only, because other terms will be 0. So minus r cap del by del r v, or it is equal to minus r cap del by del r potential A exponential minus lambda r divided by r. So minus arc f a del by del r of exponential minus lambda r by r. So minus arc f a minus 1 by r square exponential minus lambda r plus 1 by r minus lambda exponential minus lambda r. Now take minus sign common, so it will be arc f a. अच्छा देखो ये r square भी कॉमन ले लो, r square 1 plus lambda r exponential minus lambda r. So your correct option is option A. Question number 82. The volume current density in the wire is proportional to the distance from the axis J equal to Ks. The total current in the wire would be. देखो जैसे कि हमें पता है वॉल्यूम करंट डेंसिटी J is given by di by ds. So from here di equal to jds or total current I will be given by integral of j ds, and it is given that j equal to kx, so use that ks, and ये जो एरिया एलिमेंट ds है ये 2 पाई s ds. देखो s डिस्टेंस जो हम जनरली r से डिनोट करते हैं, तो ये जो कांस्टेंट है उससे बाहर ले लो 2 पाई k. सो ए स्क्वायर डी एस, रेडियस इज फ्रॉम 0 to a. देखो ये ऑप्शन से पता चला है कि रेडियस a है. सो 2 पाई k that will be a cube by 3. So it is equal to 2 pi k a cube by 3. So your correct option is option A. Question number 83. For a perfect gas whose molecules have n degrees of freedom, the correct expression is. देखो हमें पता है कि Cp by Cv is given by 1 plus 2 by f. F is the degree of freedom of the gas, and in the question it is given that F equal to n. So Cp by Cv equal to 1 plus 2 by n. So your correct option is option A. Question number 84. A thermodynamic system is maintained at constant temperature and pressure. In thermodynamic equilibrium, it's. तो देखो एक बार ऑप्शन चेक करो, जैसे कि इट्स गिव्स फ्री एनर्जी इज मिनिमम, एंथैल्पी इज मैक्सिमम, हेल्महोल्ट्ज फ्री एनर्जी इज मिनिमम, इंटरनल एनर्जी इज 0. तो देखो जैसे कि ये गिवन है ना सारे, तो क्या करो कि जो थर्मोडायनामिक्स रिलेशन हमें पता है वो एक बार लिख लो. तो देखो ये थर्मोडायनामिक्स रिलेशन हमें पता है. देखना ये जो CUCT 27 क्वेश्चन के 67 क्वेश्चन में ये रिलेशन हमने सॉल्व किए थे, और देखना वहाँ पर मैं एक ट्रिक बताया हुआ हूँ कि कैसे ये रिलेशन याद रखना है. जैसे कि देखो dg क्या है, माइनस एस डी टी प्लस वी डी पी, एंड इन द क्वेश्चन इट इज गिवन दैट टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर आर कांस्टेंट. सो एट कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर दिस dg will be 0. So it gives free energy is minimum. So your correct option is option A. Question number 85. The correct expression of latent heat is. देखो एक बार ऑप्शन चेक करो, तुम्हें पता लग जाएगा कि ये latent heat की सेकेंड इक्वेशन के बारे में पूछ रहा है. सेकेंड latent heat. From second latent heat equation we know that del L by del T minus L by T equal to C2 minus C1, where L is the latent heat, T is the temperature, and C1 and C2 represent specific heat. So the correct expression of latent heat is this. So your correct option is option A. देखो यहाँ जैसे कि लिख रहे हैं second latent heat equation, and first latent heat equation is known as Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Clausius-Clapeyron equation is del P by del T equal to L by T V2 minus V1. P is the pressure, T is the temperature, L is the latent heat, and V2 V1 represents specific volume. So in this video we have completed 15 questions. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching and all the best for your exam.